So we're going to work on a little set to try and open up the hips. Okay, mine are really tight. So I've got some little notes on my phone, so I'm just going to pop that to one side. So to begin with, we're going to look at the hip flexors. So if we're opening up this leg, we take the other leg in front. So we've got roughly 90-degree angles with both legs. Important to squeeze the glutes and tuck the hips under. From that position, lifting tall, locking the lower rib down, glutes under, just lean in a little. Okay, if you feel it pinching in the back, come out a bit so we can feel a strong stretch down through the hip flexor. And then we're going to take the arm up, hold there, keep squeezing the glutes, hold, 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 and come out. That's going again. Squeeze the glutes, hold, 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 and come out. One more time. Okay, and then we're going to take the arm over. So if you have the opposite arm on the knee, push the knee and the hand into each other. Little push away. So I'm driving my hips towards you. Let me just change positions so you can see a bit better. So I'm here, hips are under, arms up, and I'm pushing my hips one way, reaching the other. So I'm trying to open up through here. And release. So we've done 3, you can do for a little bit longer, 5, 10 of those. Okay, and we're going to bring the same leg, we're going to do everything on the same leg in front. So left leg's in front, right leg behind. If I look down, I've got 90-90 sit on both legs. We scoot back so you can see. So my right hand is going to grab my left foot. My left hand is going on the floor. I'm going to lift my chest and lean in. So this is stretching all around the outside of that left leg. So I'm going to hold down just for 5 and then come back up and then go down and come back up. One more time. This time I'm going to stay down. So it's really pulling through my back as well here, not hurting, just pulling through the QL. Okay, from there I'm going to stay low and I'm going to walk around, keeping control of the core, keeping the back as flat as possible. I'm going to walk around and twist through. Now I'm going to squeeze the bum on this right leg. That's getting a huge stretch down here for me. It might not be huge for you. I'm really tight on that side. Squeeze and hold. Once again, little up and down. Hold position there. Then if we want to, we can take our left arm down, take the right arm up, squeeze in the glutes. And back. Let's do all of that on the other leg. So this time, taking the left leg forward, right leg's in line, squeeze the bum under. I'm so tight on this side that as soon as I squeeze the glutes, I feel that so much. So I don't need to lean forwards very much. As long as I can keep the glutes engaged, I can keep leaning forward. The moment I lose the glutes and just sink, I'm still getting a stretch, but it's not right into these hip flexors. So squeeze, stay lifted, lower rib down, arm comes up. So that'll take you up, the hip flexors insert right up into the abdomen, the psoas does. Then I'm going to take my hips towards you, I'm leaning away. That's really getting in there now. Okay, release it off, go up again, hold, and release, and up and hold, and then take the hips through and hold. 2, 1, good. Okay, so now we're taking our right leg in front, left leg behind, that 90-90 sit again, holding left hand on that right foot, lifting the chest, lower down. I'm going to move back to make sure you can see me. So lifting the chest, pull down, 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 and back up, lean in it. And And one more time. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold down this time. Still keeping that nice flat back, so we're not rounding over, we're keeping the chest lifted, engage the muscles of the back, pulling the shoulder blades back together, and then hinging forwards from the hips. Brilliant, staying down low. I'm going to walk around to the outside, squeezing the glutes on the left side. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Then I'm going to drop my elbow, take the arm over, big reach, keep squeezing the bum. And back down, and I'm saying hello to Teresa. Social distancing, I can wave through the window. Okay, then we're going to come onto the bum. Legs just slightly wider than the hips. Supporting yourself with your hands to begin with, and you're just going to rock the legs side to side. So for me here, this is a little test. So I'm so tight here today. It's really painful to move through. So I'm going to take it to single leg. So I'm keeping my whole body still and pulling the knee down towards the ground. Great rotation through the hip. Take the legs as wide as they need to be. 3, 2, and then on this last one, I'm going to hold it down. If you want to, you can put some pressure from the other leg just to help with that rotation. That takes it right around that hip. It's going down through the hamstring a little bit. Try and relax the feet. It's a good stretch. I'm going to hold on to this a little bit longer. That's really good. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay. Now this side's not so good. So I'm pulling down. Pull the knee down. 3. So I'm controlling from here. I'm pulling down. I've got to do some work to get this hip to do what I want it to do. 9. You can tell by my face this is not comfortable. And then I'm going to hold into it. Okay, I'm going to see how this feels to put some pressure on. It's not comfortable. If it gets too much, just come back out of it and then try and get back in. So stretching should be moderately unpleasant but not painful. Oh, release it off. Okay, let's see how those rotations go now. Better, definitely better. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Then we're going to go down onto the back. And we're going to take the leg over, bring into our pretzel stretch, and then you're going to bring the foot down to the floor, okay, holding onto the foot. So already that is a huge stretch through that hip capsule. So just relax into that, that might be enough. For me today on that side, that is probably enough, but I'm going to extend it a little bit to show you. Trying to relax as much as possible. It's like really pressing a big bruise in that hip for me right now. It's been pinching all day. So as it starts to release, or if you can't feel it very much to begin with, just try pushing that knee away just a little bit, take it steady. Try and keep this foot on the floor and it's relaxed. I'm just holding it in place. If you need to, you can pull the foot closer to you. That's plenty for me today. Fantastic. Now I'm going to ease it back out. From that position there, let's just gently rock the leg. So just ease through. Okay, then let's grab either hold of the thigh or hold of the shin. I prefer the shin because it just gives me a bit of a deeper stretch through the glutes. Pulling the knee in towards the chest, strong stretch for that glute. Holding there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm just going to take back into that stretch again and just see how that feels. Now if you want to bring the shoulders into this, take that right arm out to the side, a little bit above shoulder height, and look towards it. Excuse me turning away from you. And what you can do is try and bring this hip as if you're trying to pull it back down towards the mat. So you're pulling a bit of distraction out of the joint capsule. 2, 1, fantastic. Ease that leg back out. Give it a little shake. And let's do the other side. So once again, we take the foot over. Really should just give it a little shake first, just loosening off, kind of coaxing the fascia to loosen off for us, and then the foot goes to the floor, holding on to the foot. And once again on this side I can really feel that around that insertion around the top of the thigh bone. Just hold on to it there, just try and relax, try and take your mind somewhere else. And I'm going to keep pulling that knee away. It's a really good stretch. If we want to extend it, just a gentle push. And let's go onto the back again. Those little gentle rocks. And then going through either the thigh or onto the shin. You shouldn't feel this in the knees. If you feel the pain in the knees, you're pulling the stretch too much. Pulling in, pulling in. Superb. Let's take that leg back over again just for a moment. Take the arm up to the corner, pulling the hip back down towards the floor. Superb. Okay, I'm going to come back up. I take us into a full pigeon to see how this feels. So you take one leg, if you start on all fours, then drive the knee in between the hands and then take the foot out to the side. So the knee of my left leg is inside the heel of the right foot. And then I'm going to keep walking my toes back to get me as low down to the floor as possible. What I don't want you to do is rock onto one side. I want you to stay there, okay? Stay lifted to begin with. I'm keeping some tension through this back leg, okay? Core locked on. And then as we get, it's a huge stretch. As we feel more confident in it, we can walk forwards. It might be that you're right up here to begin with. It might be that you can't get this back leg back. It doesn't matter. Just work where you are and see the progression over time. Walking forwards. And if we can, head down. And just try and relax into the stretch. You can hold that for as long as you want to. I'm going to change sides. So same thing down on the knees, knee comes to the centre, foot goes out to the side. I'm walking, if I show you this one from the side. So I start here and then I'm walking my foot back, keeping the core engaged, back flat, lifting out of the waist and then slowly walking out until I feel comfortable to go down. Now don't worry, you might not be this low, it's fine. Just hold in. Superb.